Hey, it is Case, W0AAE here. I'm going to be doing a tour of the antennas. Shout out to Matthew in the audience because he wanted me to make this video today. So, I haven't done an antenna video in a while, so I'm going to start out with next to the window here. I have the shades close to the shack, but my shack is in there, where all the radios are, having remote equipment in there. Here are my coaxial cables all leading out from the window. There are three here. This one here is the 20 meter one. This is the 80 meter antenna, and this is the 40/20 meter antenna. And this one can be swapped out. This is actually currently on a vertical at the moment, a vertical antenna that I have set up for the remote. But I normally use this actually for the 80 meter. To swap these out if I need to. So yeah, this one can be swapped out. I'm gonna be getting a remote antenna switch so I can flip antennas easily out here and everything. So that'll be good. This little thing, this was for a ground rod, although I got rid of that. So this goes to my radios in the shack. Yeah, it's just a ground cable that leads to the radios and make sure everything's grounded. So I usually ground it to these rocks here. There's some dirt underneath there, some ground that I can hook to, so that'll be good. And here's all my coax that streams out. Have some junk down here, so it's kind of nice having that. So here is my 80 meter coax. Leads all the way up to that tree up there. You probably can't see it. There's my 80 meter antenna up there. And it leads from the front part of the house over here all the way, you probably can't see it, goes all the way up to that tree up there, and leads to, this is my biggest antenna, and it works extremely well. Well, not extremely well, decently well for 80, and goes all the way up there to that tree right there. And as you can see, there's a coax streaming up through the tree. There's another one over there. This coax goes all the way over here. And this is my 40 meter coax. This is LMR 400. Goes all the way up to that balun right there. That's the 40 meter antenna, 40/20. And it's very hard to see with the trees and everything, but there it is. It goes all the way up there and all the way up there. And so this is a fan dipole for 40 and 20 meters. And here is my 20 meter dipole connected to that. Goes all the way right there. And another leg over there for that. Up there, all the way down. Over there. And the 40 meter antenna works extremely well for domestic. Not very good for DX, but very good for domestic. And here's an antenna that you can actually see. Here is my vertical antenna. It's about 30 feet high, something like that. And yeah, it's on a tripod right now. This thing's technically not supposed to be out in the rain, but I just leave it out in the rain. And the ground rod connects from there all the way down here. And this is technically a portable antenna that you can take to a park or something, but I just decided to leave it out here for a few nights and try it out. It doesn't work the best, but that's alright. I usually use it for the work bands. And this rope up here that goes all the way up, this was a beam antenna that I was making but did not work out. It was working, but it's not very good. There was no point in leaving it up. But that works, it worked just all right. And now we'll leave these ropes up here for a little bit. And then this rope here, it goes all the way up there. It goes to this end-fed half-wave antenna. Here's the coax that goes to it. So here's the end-fed half-wave here. Goes all the way up. This wire goes all the way up to that tree, about 40 or something, 40 feet. This thing doesn't work the best either. It's more of an experimental antenna. I'll be doing some work on this and see if I can get it to work much better. But it's called the pack antenna. This is another portable antenna that I just set up for a few nights to try out, and it works okay. It doesn't work the best, but that's all right. And then my best antenna ever. I love this thing. There's a bunch of rope connected to this tree going up there, all the way around. This one is at 60 to 70 feet. Here's the coax streaming from that. Goes all the way through here, up here, and all the way up. This thing was a pain in the rear end to put up, but that is all right. And it goes all the way up there. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. This thing is 60, 75 feet up. And it ends. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. I can just barely see the coax leading up to it. Yeah, it's about right there. And the wires stream out toward there in the trees. It's a very, very good antenna for DX. And a little bit noisy, probably because it's located next to the house right there. It's a little noisy antenna, but it works very well, and it's the highest one that I have. And the legs for that antenna come to these ropes right here, connected here. And the rope, let me see if I can get around it, around the area. Rope goes like this, all the way up. Very, very awesome antenna. I'm cutting some trees, tree branches down a few days ago. So that is pretty much my station. I will be adding a lot more in the future when I get this remote setup going and everything like that. So I have a lot of space back here to do whatever I want. So I will be messing with that vertical antenna out there some more, trying to get the remote ham set up. Please email me if you want access to the remote hams stuff, so if you can control the station remotely. I'm going to be getting antenna switches to automatically switch all these antennas into phase, everything like that. So this will be interesting to do. And I have a lot of trees to deal with, so this is always a pain putting ropes up in the trees. It's fun though. It's fun building this stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much my station. And there's my best antenna right there. I always appreciate looking up at this thing. A lot of engineering came into building this because it kept falling down. So I had to put some metal supports up there, which was a challenge with a bow and an arrow. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun doing all this. So anyway, 73 is in W0AAE.